Good morning, grade 6 students, and welcome back to another exciting week of activities in reading comprehension. Today, we will be going over the topic author's purpose. I'm sure you might have heard this before, and so we're going to dig a little deep into this lesson to figure out what is the reason why authors write. And if you look on the slide, you will see some pictures. You will see a newspaper, you will see a book, and you will see a flyer. Then at the bottom you will see the words persuade, inform, and entertain. And of course they make up the word pie. So let's grab along and go ahead into our reading comprehension lesson. My name is Miss Joelyn Stubbs and I will be your facilitator today. First and foremost, let's go and check out our objectives. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to interpret the author's purpose. Second, you should be able to explain the purpose of narrative, expository, and persuasive writing. And lastly, you should be able to deduce an author's purpose for writing a piece, whether it is a story, article, passage, movie, etc. Now, let's go to our next slide. Before we get started, we're going to go over the author's purpose song. And this song is an original. It's to the tune of Just 'Cause She Fat by one of our Bahamian artists, KB. So if you know the tune, you can hum along as I sing. An author has many reasons to get you interested. They inform, entertain you, and get you persuaded. Yes, to inform you, they hit you with the facts. To entertain you, them fake stories surely will make you laugh. If you want that new game, yes, they'll persuade you. They'll have you thinking it's the best just because it's new. To understand author's purpose is simply as pie. To persuade, inform, and entertain. The author's purpose, and author's purpose, and author's purpose is their reason for writing. And author's purpose, and author's purpose, and author's purpose is their reason for writing. To inform you, they use newspaper articles, expiry letters, recipes, and narratives. To entertain you, yes, they use comic strips, fiction stories, funny jokes, and poems. They're a hit. To persuade you, they use advertisements, flyers, commercials, newspaper ads, persuasive scripts. That's it. To understand author's purpose is simply as pie. To persuade, inform, and entertain. And author's purpose, and author's purpose, and author's purpose is the reason for writing. And author's purpose, and author's purpose, and author's purpose is the reason for writing. To understand author's purpose is simply as pie. To persuade, inform, and entertain. And author's purpose, and author's purpose, and author's purpose is their reason for writing. And author's purpose, and author's purpose, and author's purpose is their reason for writing. Ooh! Alright, grade 6, after listening to that song and shaking your feet just a little bit, what were some of the things that you heard in that song that tells you about the author's purpose? Can you guess? If you said author's purpose is as easily as pie, then you were correct. Can someone tell me what does the acronym PIE means? Yes, the P means to persuade. What does the I mean? I means to inform, yes. And what does the E mean? The E means to entertain. Very good, grade 6. You were paying attention. And as we go further into this lesson, we will see what some of those persuasive pieces of writing look like. We will see some of those informative pieces of writing look like, and what some of those entertaining pieces of writing authors use to persuade you. So, let's go to our first slide. Eyes on the screen, and let's read together. What is the author's purpose? Authors write for many reasons. When he or she writes, they give you facts about a topic or an issue. If so, they are writing to inform you. And some of those example pieces that they would use would be newspaper articles, expository letters, recipes on how to do or how to make something, biographies, and personal narratives or stories. Let's go to our second slide. Some authors write fiction stories or stories that are made up. Their reason for writing is to entertain you. And some samples are comic strips, fiction stories like Harry Potter or The Great Gatsby, and funny poems, those written by Dr. Seuss that you see there on the page. So we've already established so far that authors write to inform you, they write to entertain you. Now let's go and find out what is the other reason that authors write. Other authors may write to persuade you. They try to convince you or get you to do something. And some example pieces are commercials, advertisements, flyers, newspaper ads, or persuasive scripts or essays. So we see now that authors write either to inform you, to persuade you, or to entertain you. Let's continue reading. Authors can have more than one purpose for writing. Their purpose helps you as the reader to understand their style of writing, their ideas, and their choice of words. So then, that brings us to our next slide, which simply says, understanding the author's purpose is as simple as PIE, P-I-E, P to persuade, I to inform, and E to entertain. So the next time you eat that piece of apple pie, or that little Debbie pie, or whatever banana pie, or whatever pie it is, you would think about the author's purpose. So let's go to our next slide. Now we're going to look to see if you can guess the author's purpose for writing the following pieces that we're about to read. Let's go ahead. Can you identify the author's purpose? Let's read together grade 6. The House of Assembly is located in Parliament Square. It is sometimes referred to as the lower house of Parliament. Members of Parliament meet here to discuss the nation's business and to pass laws. And there you see a picture of Parliament Square. Now, the question here is the author writing to persuade you, to inform you, or entertain you? Let's go to our next slide to find the answer. If you said to inform you, you are correct. Hooray! The author was trying to inform you about the House of Assembly and what is it all about. Let's go to our next slide. The green monster will cause you to lose pounds and inches from your body in 1 month. This amazing drink helps you to burn calories, detox your organs, build muscle mass, and breathe properly. All you have to do is send $75.99 to www.loseweight.com and get a month's supply today. Now, grade 6. What is the author writing for? Is it to persuade you, to inform you, or to entertain you? If you said persuade, you are absolutely correct. Yay! You're on a roll. Let's go to our next slide. Before we go there, the author was trying to persuade you to buy the green monster drink. Let's go to our next slide. I do not like this Uncle Sam. I do not like his healthcare scam. I do not like these dirty crooks or how they lie and cook the books. I do not like when Congress steals. I do not like their secret deals. I do not like this speaker man. I do not like this yes we can. I do not like this spending spree. It's smart. I know that's nothing's free. I do not like their smug replies when I complain about their lies. I do not like this kind of hope. I do not like it. Nope, nope, nope. What is the author's reason for writing this poem? If you said to entertain, you are correct. Great job, guys. You're doing awesome today. Let's go to our next slide. It's new. It's inexpensive. It's the EDU 2020 game. This is the best educational device in the world. If you get one of these devices, you will get all A's, pass all of your tests, complete all assignments in a jiffy, and be smarter than all the kids in your class. Try getting one today. Looks like I need to get one of those too. So, what is the author's purpose for writing this piece of writing here? If you said the author's purpose is to persuade, you are correct. Excellent job, guys. Let's go to our next slide. And the author was trying to persuade you into buying the EDU 2020 game. Let's read together. Matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. 2 ways you can classify matter are by its state or as a substance or mixture. There are 3 states of matter. They include solids, liquids, and gases. Now, how do you think the author wrote this piece of writing? If you said to inform, you are absolutely correct. Way to go, boys and girls. You're getting very good at this. Let's look at our next slide. Sam and her brother Dave were playing with the hose outside one day. Dave was hiding from Sam so he wouldn't get soaked up. Suddenly, the kitchen door creaked open and Sam pointed the water hose in that direction. Oops! It was their dad and he was soaking wet. Now, grade 6. What is the reason for the author writing this piece of writing? If you said to entertain, you are absolutely correct. Awesome job, guys. Now, let's go back and recap the lesson. Authors write for many reasons. If the passage or piece of writing contains facts or real information, then the author is writing to inform you. And some examples of those are newspaper articles, expository letters, recipes, or even narrative essays. If the author is writing with fiction or made-up stories, then the author is writing to entertain you. And examples that the authors may use are comic strips, stories, funny poems, or jokes. If the passage or piece of writing contains information that is trying to convince you or get you to do something, then the author is writing to persuade you. And some things that the authors would use are commercials, advertisements, persuasive essays, flyers, newspaper ads. Remember that finding the author's purpose is as easy as P-I-E, pie. To understand author's purpose is simple as pie. To persuade, inform, and entertain. Remember that. Let's go on to our next slide. This lesson, we would like to thank, we're going to some of our information from the Science Horizon textbook on what is matter, the Bahamas Primary Social Studies textbook on the House of Assembly, book 5 that is, book 6 that is, and then www.google.com. We got all of our captions and pictures for this presentation. Well, we've come to the end of our lesson, grade 6, hoping that you enjoyed it and you were able to learn something new today. Well, that's all, folks. Goodbye and see you next week for our reading comprehension lesson. Have a good day.